Hello, good evening and welcome. Oh, I've just got my finger in front of the screen there for you. Yes, and welcome. Exciting time at the moment. New product, new catalogue coming, and lots to tell you about. So let me get you down onto the table and you're going to see, I think I showed you the screen the other day. My camera's gone on a bit of a wonk. So let's just try and even the screen up a little bit. You can see a couple of bits over there, but that's fine. You can see my Tombow. There we go. Let's bring you across. Aha, that's a bit of a giveaway there. We'll hide that. Okay, bring you across onto the table. So I've got a few products to show you. Hi, Maxine. Been a lovely day in Scotland. It's been really cold here. It's been quite pleasant, but it's been, yeah, it's just going to move you along a little bit. Just, there you go. Can you see me properly? I think it doesn't, yeah, know what it wants to do today. I'm just going to zoom you in a little bit. There you go. See a bit more of the catalogue. Yeah, it's been really cold. David and I went into Norwich today. Maxine here. Okay, you're watching in two places. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Marilyn. Good to see you. So, I haven't put my little photo in the corner yet, have I? I'm not going to be writing on there, so I'll just bring that across like that. There we go. Hi, Emma. Just been chatting with Emma. So, yeah, I'm here nearly on time. Not quite. Anyway, so I showed you the catalogue briefly on Wednesday, I think. Top secret. This is just to remind me the catalogue goes live on the 1st, and I cannot open the catalogue even though there's a bookmark in it. I can't show you the inside of it until it actually goes live. All right, and I will do a good walkthrough for you as soon as that goes live. Okay, but I can show you the product, whatever product I have in my hands, I can show you. So we're going to have a bit of fun tonight. So we've got a bit of a collection here. I'm going to kind of get these fanned out for you like I did on the graphic. If I do that, does that kind of show you all the colours? Can you see all of those at the same time? Can you see those? They are, these are the new in colours, the 5 here. We've got Peach Pie. Pretty in Pink is a colour we had a long while ago, probably like something like 13-ish years ago maybe. Yeah, I've been doing it 15. It was very early days for me, Pretty in Pink. So we've got Summer Splash, Petunia Pop and Shy Shamrock. Okay, so there are 5 new colours. And Nicola on here, she's from a little island over there. Over there. And so Shy Shamrock is a good one for the Irish. We've also got this new colour here. I'm going to bring that one to the front. It's a new basic being added as well. So in addition to the 5 colours, the 5 new colours, we're getting basic beige. If I take a sheet out so it's not glaring on here, it's kind of, yeah, an in-betweeny. We want to say it's Sahara Sand. But it's like we used to have a Sahara Sand shade. It's kind of that bridging that gap where we've got a little bit of a hole at the moment, but it's a new shade, a new colour. So I'm just being asked there what I store my pouches in. Now I have a link if anybody wants, I can send. I get these off Amazon. These are like checking in wallets really. They don't have holes down the side. They are clear pouches with a little finger hole at the top here. So it's easy to lift out. I like to store them in here. I used to keep them in Ziploc bags. I store them in my shelf on their side, so they're like this. Now, if I've got an odd piece of card, I could come along and literally just tuck it in the front there, just tuck it in and it's done. Whereas the Ziplocs have the zip that goes across. It pinches it here and here, so you can't get the full piece of cardstock in. So I really like these pouches. These are obviously new ones because I've got new colours. Some of my colours that get used a lot do get a bit tatty, but I just get another one out. Okay, so that's the actual folders, but they are our 5 new in colours. Now, so those 5 there. Okay, I have got product to show you tonight. I'm going to do a quick whistle stop because obviously we've got, on the floor there, we've got a whole year of these colours, or 2 years of these colours. And also we've got the product we've got here, we've got for 12 months and 13 because we've got it ahead of April. So I'm just going to whistle through these. We haven't got the ink pads yet because there was a problem with the ordering code. even though we ordered and paid for them, they've not triggered into the order picking, so they're following up behind. So, but I do have the basic beige here, so the ink pad for that, one new ink pad. These are the new ribbons. Now these, if I bring them up to the screen, you can have a closer look. They are like a cotton weave, they're stitched on the edges. They're really gorgeous, they're really nice. I haven't tried tying them. I've literally taken the cellophane off to show you just before I came on air. Hi Karen. Just tying a little bow there, grab hold of that loop. Because it's always nice to know how they're going to tie. I judge a ribbon by whether it's bouncy and you can't tie a bow, or whether it's going to be a nice soft bow, and I think this one is. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. It's a nice bow. Okay, a nice quality ribbon there. I'm going to undo it just so that I don't keep a kink in it when I don't want it. So they're going up there. These are the little gems. So we've got those in all the colours. They're matte gems and they're in the 5 in colours. It's got those as well. I'll put them back in my pouch. They will go back in my container. So that's all of those. You've shown you those, shown you that. Oh, I might use that. So what else have I got for you? They... what have I got? So, go through these in order. We have some new Memories and More cards and envelopes. Now, you've seen me use the Peacock and the Calypso Coral ones. I will be coming out with a caveat on these. They are beautiful, they are lovely, but I'm warning you, there is only 5 in a pack. They are different size packs, so there are only 5 in here. But when we get to use these, I will give these in more detail. So those are going up there. We have the Memories and More cards. This is one of them. The other one's with some product in there. These are 28 pieces, I think, in here. Just a quick reminder that we get in here, we get double-sided cards. We got little ones and the bigger ones as well. I mean, they're just gorgeous. And these bigger ones. I've split it into 2 halves here. So if I wanted to split it into, I could. But so there's some bigger ones and some little ones. So there's what I've shown you. There's 2 sets of that, double that. So I just split the packet. So I put it in a cello. We've got these papers, which are Thoughtful Journey. They're 6 by 6, and there's beautiful papers in there. I'm not going to go through everything because I want to get a project made tonight. But we will see these coming up. These are beautiful scenery ones. They're watercolour effect. Gorgeous. What we have got is, I've got one of each that we could get. These are ephemera packs. So there's 4 different sets here. So we've got these ones. We've got greetings here are saying something ephemera pack. You've got fully flowering ephemera pack. Each of these has 8 sheets. Imagine how many sentiments you're going to get in there if you've got 8 sheets of that. Does it say? Yeah, 8 sheets. This one is labels and layers, different things you can put tags and things on. And then this is everyday, something for everything, ephemera pack. So those are really nice. 8 pages, 8 sheets in each of those. So looking forward to playing with those. They are good for scrapbookers. So if you've got scrapbooking people, you do scrapbooks, they're the sort of things we're getting some more scrapbooking type projects. These, did I show you the other day? I got some papers. These papers are the scrapbook papers. These are the wood grain country woods. And I just want to flick through these. Look at this. Love this one on the back. So I'm just going to flick through the double sides on them really, really quickly. We will get to see these and learn about those later. This is one that's got all the in colours in. These are open, so I think I might have shown you. Unbounded Beauty. So this goes with one of the bundles. I like to just fan these out so I can thumb through them. This is just beautiful colours. All those 5 in colours I've just shown you. So these are coming through in here. So they are gorgeous. So whistle stop too, I've told you. So here we have Unbounded Love and some dies. I'm only going to show you these dies because the dies that go with these are some beautiful outline shapes here. So they're really nice. There's lots of pieces in here. Really nice die set. And it goes with all of these words. Talking of words, I'll just throw those away over there. Talking of words, this set is a really cheap, affordable, well not cheap, it's affordable. It's one of the lower price brackets. and it's got good old-fashioned sayings, you know, your basics, what we all cry out for. It's got really, really just basics, and I think this will be a good staple. So I've got this because I will be using this in kits. Off the top of my head, I can just thumb through the corner here without you seeing. It's one of the first stamp sets in there, and I want to say it's either 16 or 19 pounds. Yeah, 16 pounds for that stamp set, and it's virtually this first stamp set you see. So that's that one. Then we've got this. I won't open this one, but there's an ephemera pack here for the Unbounded Beauty, which was the bundle I've just shown you. It's got that's that one. We've got Layers of Beauty. Layers of Beauty. So we've got stamps and dies. This is another mask set that goes over here, but it's more detailed. It's got some little flowers as well. It's a nice little set, and it's got some lovely dies with it. And love this. I've got a reason for liking this, which will become clear. And dottage, love dottage, and some nice sentiments. Yeah, and that goes nicely with that wood grain paper. And then I've got Flowers of Beauty. So this is a beautiful set. I can't remember what the dies are, but they cut some extra florally pieces, and they cut these shapes, and the ones down here as well. So that's my quick whistle stop tour, and then we'll go on to the one I'm going to use tonight. I've done some die cutting to save some time. We are going to watercolour tonight. I've made confetti. So, oh, I've got something else to show you. The 5 in colours I just showed you, we have a pack of 5 glimmer papers in those 5 shades. So this is, oh, taxing me now. This is the Peach Pie. This is Summer Splash. I've taken little strips off those to do some die cutting for you. That's the rest of that sheet. This is Petunia Pop. This is Pretty in Pink. And this is Shy Shamrock. There you go. 5 out of 5. Good basic. Absolutely, it's a good basic. So the one I'm going to use for you tonight is this one. Attention shoppers. I'm just going to get this up again, just a sec. I want to just get that a bit closer for you so you can see it a bit more. There we go. So attention shoppers. It's got a die set with it as well. We've got the shopping cart. We've got the wheels that go on the shopping cart. We've got all the die shapes for the pieces on here. So a bunch of flowers, a bag of shopping, a cake, a bottle, and the plant. I've stamped these ones all by the bottle just because I ran out of time. Again, some nice greetings on here, some sentiments, good everyday shopping. Shopping is always a good idea. Well, yes, we all like that. Treat yourself, always good to treat yourself. And some good everyday sayings up there. So I really like that one. Hi, everybody who's joining. Yeah, Claire, it's a beautiful set. Maxine, I went so quickly, I didn't see which set you loved. But yeah, they are lovely. The new colours are growing on you. Yes, I'm the same. Yeah, they are different. They are summery colours, and they go with those papers, and I can't wait to start playing with those. So that's good. But for today, I'm gonna, oh, you know what, I didn't get thick white, did I? Did I? I didn't get thick white out. Let me just grab thick white, just a sec. Oops. Basic white. Don't think I need that. So we need some thick white today. I'm going to be making a background for you as well. If I turn this over, no, I don't have any cuts. So let's quickly cut a card base. So 1/4 that's not bad to start crafting at 1/2. So I'm going to cut this down the middle, score this down the middle at 10.5. There we go. And this way on my red dots up here, as always. Little red dot from a Sharpie does wonders. Okay, so that's all we need there. So we'll score these two. My nose is a little bit like a tap today. I daren't lean forward because my nose will just run like a little tap. So I think I've got a little bit of a chill. It's not COVID, it's just a little bit of a summer cold, I think, or spring cold. So I only need one of those. So a little trick. We had a fabulous demonstration. I will be making lots more samples with this. You will see loads. Just looking for a blend over the back here somewhere. What shall I use? I've got some pink, so I'm going to use this one. I think this is a petal pink. It's kind of this, it can't go by the colour on there really. I have made a little template here out of my shopping cart. So because I've done this with the doodah, the cart, it's like a negative. It's cut a big hole out of my vellum. So I was hoping I was going to leave the pattern behind. Well, of course it doesn't. It cuts out the whole thing. So I really just want to have that pattern through there. So what I can do is lay those together just randomly on here. I'm putting the jigsaw back together if you like. And I just want that little grid pattern on the back. So again, we're going to get some ink on here. Just going to knock that off. And I'm keeping those together so I only get it on the grid pieces. Just want a little bit of shading in the background. I probably will get some on my fingers, but hey, that's the nature of the beast, isn't it? Okay, so I'll move that along and you'll see I'll get some, can you see some crisscrosses on there? Does that show up on the camera? I'll bring it up to you. Just some little shadow there. I haven't got the other bit quite so dark, but you can just randomly place them on there. Feed it back in the hole. Okay, so if I hold it down this end, I can get some at the top there. And with the brushes, you know, the blending brushes, we go in circles. So we are going circular motions, clockwise and anti-clockwise. Then all those thousands and thousands of bristles actually get into all those little nooks and crannies that they should do. Okay, it's a lovely tool to work with. Love them. I haven't got one for every colour, but I've got colour, colour shades really. I've got some more on there, so that's just got a little bit there, just randomly. And you're using the whole of that mask. You just put your two pieces back together. Hold it down a bit more firmly. Won't ruck it up. So this is the thick white I've used for the background. Now I will be doing, we've got the sale list out as well. I haven't done as much work as I'd like to do on the list, just taking out the German and the French and giving you the summary. I've marked up my catalogue. I will do a catalogue walkthrough. That will probably be, I might do an extra live on Tuesday. Yeah, I think tomorrow night might be a tall order, but I will get a walkthrough so you can see every single page. I'll put it up on the what time I go live, so you can have your catalogue with you. You can always, obviously, on replay, you can always place it onto pause, and then you can update yours accordingly. But there's some price increases. There's not everything, but there are some price increases. There's a lot of things, a totally different look to the catalogue. Totally different look. So I will be sending out my customers. If you've shopped with me in the last 6 months, you'll get one automatically. But I obviously, with the cost of postage, oh, I must remind you, the Royal Mail postage is going up. I believe it's on the 1st, and it might be 10p on 1st and 10p on 2nd. I didn't get to speak to the postmistress today, but the shop assistant said that's what she thought it was. So do get stocked up on some stamps before then if you want. It's always a good idea for you. I know you're always chasing a tail, but it's worth getting your Christmas card, your loads of stamps for your Christmas cards as well. So I like to stock up. I missed it last year when that increased, so I'm determined not to miss it this time. Okay, that's for the UK, of course. Okay, so I've just done a little interesting background on there. They could be presents actually, but they're just a little bit of mesh on there. I have another mesh technique I'm going to show you at some point in the near future. Totally different to that, but that's just reminded me that I will do that for you. So what I'm going to do on here, on my little dish, Helen, your little dish. This is a gift from one of my team. So Helen made me this dish. It's a really strong magnet, so you put your magnets in here, but I've used it to put all my little pieces that I've pre-cut in here. Okay, so with that beautiful glimmer I showed you earlier, we have some carts. So look, I'm going to open this catalogue that you can't see, just because I'm casing the catalogue tonight. So I'm just going to have that open. Oh, you nearly did. That was a sneak. Just moved it in front of me because I'm kind of casing the catalogue roughly. And then I'm just going to have 3 of these different baskets up here like so. And we're going to stuff it with some shopping. So this is the little cart that sits on here. That is the white row round. It looks like it should be reversed. But what we're going to do is I'm just laying these on here just to show you where we're aiming. And then I'm going to fill it with some shopping. Now the shopping needs to be watercoloured. So I'm going to have lots of bags. I've done a plant. I've got bags of flowers, bunches of flowers there. I don't think the cake is really appropriate because I don't think I'd put the cake in the shopping cart, not in a box. So I think I'm going to leave those ones out. Do a few boxes, a bunch of flowers and a house plant. See how we go with those. So watercolouring. I'm using my pencils tonight. And this is the 2 sets of pencils in here. If I move you so you can still see that. So this is 2 sets of pencils, and I've got some old Wink of Stellas and an old water brush that shouldn't be in there. That's an old one. Water brushes. Everything's sliding down here. So these are our watercolour sets. A set of 3. I always colour with the smaller one on here. If I brought this out just because I always forget to use it, so I wanted to prove to you, if you're cutting dainty pieces like this, okay, the shopping cart, if I'd have stuck the adhesive sheet behind the piece of glimmer paper, I would have had this whole piece would have been sticky on the back. Now how we use these, we put scribbles all over the backing. Oh, you can see I've got the word back there, and I've scribbled through it so you know which side to peel off. Okay, sale starts on the, I think it's the 1st or the 2nd of April. But I will get that out to you literally probably tomorrow. You'll be able to see with a walkthrough with me. I've priced everything up. I've marked what's carrying forward, what's staying, and obviously where you won't save on a bundle, so how to save the most money. So trust me on those. So you've got watercolour pen. We've got blends here we can use. We can colour directly on here. And then we can blend the scribbles out with the blending pen. And of course I have Wink of Stella as well. These are old ones that have got water in them, so I can squeeze onto here and just get them wet. Okay, there's some pink in there already, but that's still got some water in it, so I can take a pinky shade here. Let's use this because it might go with that one. And all I do here is take off the ink off the top of the pencil and pick that ink up on here, and then I can paint with it. So if I make this on a pink bag, okay, as I paint, I'm getting a little bit of glitter coming out of that wet pen as well. And when it goes lighter, you just use the nib. You can see that, can't you, on here? So I'm just going to stroke that down here, colour it around the edges. It's quite forgiving. It is easier for you when you're colouring to colour when you've got a bigger piece of paper and die cut afterwards. I've only done it this way. I'm doing this very quickly tonight, just so that you can see the effect, but it saves you sitting there while I die cut all the images out. So I'm just bringing some colour where I want extra colour in there. Okay, so that's with the glimmer pen. You've got a bit of sparkle on there. The other way we could have done this, had I chosen a piece of the designer series papers. Let's see if I've got one of those was suitable. Where did I put them? Over here. If you've got a very small print on any of these designs, we could actually make a stamped bag. It's quite small. Say even like a piece like that. If I just show you a little piece here, if I cut a square out here, like so, we don't like to waste things, do we? But if I stamp this now, grab my black ink pad and the stamp, And we pick up the stamp. We're going to stamp this onto that piece of paper there. Okay. I do have the machine down there, but just for quickness, you know what? I'm going to fussy cut round here. So cut round the edges of this with my scissors, my glasses on. So you've got a small print or something like this with a background. You can just cut round the edge of the bag. Okay, and we can take that round the bag. I'll come down the handles, I think. Coming from this way. And cut down the handle. And up the other side. Hope you can see me doing this. I'm coming along those lines. So just for the bag, say you've got a gingham check or something like that, you wanted a nice pretty pattern on your bag. This is how we do it. Okay, I want to get most of that off the top there, so get rid of that. And then if we come along, I'm going to come down the handles and make the handles a different colour. It's easier to get rid of the bulk of your paper. This is for the fussy cut experts. Okay, so we're coming on the inside of the handle, down there, the inside of this one. You can also use your blends, your Stampin' blends. You'll get stronger colours with those. I haven't got the blends through yet in the new colours. Looks a bit of a funny shape, but if we take my tweezers and we take some Tombow glue. Well, you can't see me off camera because it's getting a bit messy over there now. Just holding the tweezers, I'm just putting some adhesive on the back there, and then take another bag, can come around like so, slide that into place, and there is our handbag beautifully coloured in. So this is called paper piecing. You haven't seen me do this much lately, so that's a pretty pattern of the papers, and then we're going to colour the rest in separately. Okay, so I'm trying to teach you a little bit of everything today. So I'm going to pick up the water brush. There is water in there, just got to squeeze that through. So we'll pick up a really dark pinky colour. It's going to be that one again, I think. You'll find on your pencil when you're taking it from the nib like this that you will get down to just the wood, and that's when you have to sharpen it. Please don't go mad and sharpen it all the way. You do not need a sharp point to use it. You will end up with a pencil that looks like that. That's from a long while ago. My class, we were using some yellow on flowers, and my pencil sharpener was still in the box, and that got, yeah, hammered. So I'm going to go over these and just show you how the darker handle could look. So I literally keep the pencil in my hand, take off the ink, and just watercolour that down. Come across the back here. This bag I think has got tissue paper in it. You can't really see anything particular in the bag, but just for colour point of view, I can clean my brush now on here. I have a paper towel here beside me all the time when I'm watercolouring. You just gently stroke that nib, and then you get all the colour has gone. It's gone clean. Now I'm going to use Coastal Cabana because it's a near colour to this glimmer paper here. So I'm going to take some of the ink off here. Hi from Arizona. Just saw that pop up in the corner there. Loving the colours. They are lovely colours. Yeah, I am. They're growing on me. Like everything, change. They are. I see them as being true summer colours. Nice summery colours. And you can see me just running this over here. Okay, and just using that, I'm going to go a little bit on that back parcel, make it a little bit lighter. You can vary your colours a lot with pencils. You just have less and less colour. Okay, now as I wash that out again, I just squeeze it onto the paper towel. If you wanted to use it the other way, I want the colour that you can see. I'll do it over here. Go for... I use a green here. There's fairly good point on that pencil. If I colour this big piece in here with the actual pencil itself, it needs to be a dry pencil. If you used it with the nib on there and it's wet, you don't really get such a good effect. Now I've coloured that in, and you can see there I've coloured it in green, just a little bit. I haven't gone in great detail. So now if you take your water brush and you take that to it, you will push that colour around and you will join up all those gaps. Okay, whilst this is wet, you would just push it around. Gives a lovely effect. So you've got different ways of using those pencils. And again, you just squeeze it through and clean it afterwards. So I really need to just go through these a little bit more. Now it's dry, I'm going to take that off. Take it off there this time. I won't be able to go back to using it as a dry pencil. So I'm using this one as an old olivey colour, even mossy meadow maybe. So, and I'm holding it in my hand, so I just pick up the colour, push it around with the wet. You can hear smudge in the other room. Not so quite so tuneful. That's a demanding cry. She probably wants some treats. Okay, lovely effect, and it's quite quick, isn't it? So you can just go through these, picking up, you've got a bunch of flowers here. You can have some yellow flowers. I'm picking up that yellow. So Daisy, come on here. And just push that round. It doesn't have to be very accurate. It's very forgiving. You're just pushing the colour around. Can you see I'm using my left hand, just keeping it still, picking up the colour up. And have all of that yellow. How many people have we got on here that like watercolour pencils? I think they're fab. They last you forever. I don't know when I bought this set. They're both the 2 Stampin' Up colour sets. I've had them a lot of years. Oh, here she comes. Going to do this. This might be tissue paper, or it might be vellum of some sort, so I might do that in a pale grey. Just take that down there as tissue paper. Haven't seen Shaz on here tonight. Telling me to give Smudge some treats. There you go. This is just a little bit of colour in the background and a little bit of whisper on the bottom there. Okay, so that's that. Just find some colours to put in these other ones. Could be a terracotta pot, couldn't it? We want a... This one might be nearer. Just making the nib of the pen wet again. Take some of that pencil. Yes, but don't use them enough. Well, I tell you what, when I go on holiday, I won't take all my blends with me. I will take this box. And the pencil sharpener lives in there. There's my pencil sharpener. I keep it in a little bank coin bag so that if I'm somewhere where there's no bin, I can sharpen my pencil in there and keep the pieces in the box with it. So it's all nice and clean and tidy. You don't leave pencil shavings all over the floor. So I will be taking that. I've got, well, these type of images. I will have loads printed out onto sheets of Whisper White, basic white, and watercolour paper. And I will have them in a clean box separately, one of the clear mount cases, and I will be watercolouring when I'm away. Because it's therapeutic, it's nice and relaxing, and when I come back, I've got all my pieces ready to use. So this one is Coastal Cabana. This is a bluey colour. Smudge is determined she wants to come in. You're going to have to wait a bit, lovey. So you've seen paper piecing, you've seen all different ways to use your watercolour pencils today. So some learning going on today. She's a noisy so-and-so. I'll turn this around. Like I say, it's always better to have bigger pieces to hold when you're watercolouring. So I'm just saving time tonight by having them cut ready. I haven't actually had as much time as I wanted to play with the new products yet. I said today was going to be a play day, but I've got a bit carried away. I'm doing some tidying and some moving things round and clearing out. So I'm having a charity shop run tomorrow, and I've got some new containers to store things at the front of my office, my room, my studio. I got some more today, so I've got 2 shelves of plastic boxes that stack nicely, and that's for all my cards to sell. So my retired cards, my current cards, my samples, everything's in there now. Well, it will be once I get finished. So just choosing a different shade of blue here, filling in the gaps. Just in there, up there. I say this is a very cost-effective way of colouring. This really is. These aren't expensive to buy, and yet you keep them for forever. Really, nice process as well. So this is one I had the silver from the sparkly from the Wink of Stella. What we got in there? We've got a bit of flirty flamingo. Fill that in. I'm making it colourful. And then we're going to attach these to the back of the shopping cart and just build a simple little picture. Let's go in here. I'm blending 2 colours together here. Hi Smudge, hi Linda. Trying to speed up a little bit, but it's better not having to have to die cut them for you. A little splash of lemon lime on there. Up there. I need to do this handle and then I'm done, I think. Go back to that really. It's a purpley colour. So it's just wiping it on here to clean it, squeeze some water through and wiping it on there. If you're doing a lot of watercolouring, I do recommend the watercolour paper because it just flows nicer on there. The basic white here is good. It's still a good background with your Memento ink. Okay, I think we've got some colour in there. Let's see how we go with those. Push all those to one side, and that, and that. If you're travelling, I just fold a square of paper, kitchen paper, in the top of the box, and that keeps it all nice in there. In fact, you know what? I might... Bit of artistic license. I think I might cut one of those out just for today and have a couple of trolleys like so, and I want to just stack some things in the trolley. So if I'd have, like I said, if I'd have had this on the sticky back, you just peel the backing off now and you stick those pieces on there, but as I'm doing it this way, I'm going to be doing with Tombow. Okay, just a tiny little bit where you're going to stick things in and coming out of the trolley. And trolleys are see-through anyway, so it doesn't matter if you have gaps in your trolley as long as you've got things underneath that will obviously they would sit on top of. Okay, and this will come on the bottom there, so I'm going to put some adhesive on there now. I think we don't want the contents to go below the actual wheels of the trolley. Okay, so I've got that on there now. It's important that that grips nicely. There we go. And the bags are going to be the important part. So you'll have that on there. So we want quite a good spread on here through that middle piece to make sure it's going to hold. But not below the bottom. Okay, so that could actually be tilted a little bit. If you have got a little bit too much on here, then I just tap it with some kitchen paper. The adhesive sheets would have been much better to have done those. The flowers would go in the top one, wouldn't it? So I'm going to have that one coming in there as well. So I'm going to fill in this gap in the middle, and it's going to latch onto this solid piece and that solid piece and some spread sheets in the middle there. Okay. So again, not below the bottom of the basket. Okay, I'm going to just tuck that one there. So we just want to press that down nicely with the kitchen roll. One of the little sprockets in there. Okay, so on the back here now, I'm going to put some foam pads. So you're going to use the actual contents of your basket to hide all of those bits. Put another one up that corner. There we go. Now, if I use the edges of the thin one here, just going to take a couple of little slices out of that. I'm going to use these pieces here. It's actually going to go along the bottom of this, the runner of the trolley. So one piece there and one piece here. Okay, so take those two backings off as well. It's all sticky, very sticky. Okay, so we have the background on here. Can't really see it so much. Leave that on my trousers. So we've got a full trolley here. Now that's coming along the ground. So kind of be sort of like about there, I should think. There we go. And then this trolley, they've got like 3 trolleys on the sample, but I think if I chop that one under there like so, and we can do the same there, and we can just have a parcel, a shopping bag, and then some flowers the other end. So do exactly the same as we did just now, just making sure there's enough on there to adhere without squidging out the sides. But I would definitely, in future I do this, I would definitely do the adhesive packs. And also holding in your tweezers, you can actually place this over the top where you want your bag to come through. There's lots of possibilities I can see with this. One of the new papers coming out, oh, you can't see me. You've lost me in the corner. One of the new papers coming out has actually, there's a, I forget what it's called. It's a garden set. Anyway, garden fruit and veg on one of the sheets. So you can actually have, cut up the fruit and veg, and you can put those in your trolley as well. So this is just going to come in the front there. Lift that up. You can't see the feet on this one because it's going to be tucked behind. So I'm just going to see where that's going to go again. Just through that middle piece. Just very, very gently. You're just pushing the glue around, really. That's all we're doing. Okay, and we're going to place that on the top. Like so. It's just going to come out the edge. Hold that securely. It's not hiding below the bottom of the basket. And go, just get any excess glue off. Tombow on the back, dimensionals on the back. Okay, one there and one there, like so, and pick that up. I'm going to tuck this behind. We've kind of put some background on there just to give it a bit of dimension. We'll do that like so. Now for the sentiment, I'm just going to pick one out of the basket, one out of the set here. Oh, I want to show you the confetti. Imagine when you cut your trolleys out on here, that glimmer paper, we have lovely confetti. Look at these lovely colours. All of those, they're different size squares and rectangles, but we've got this confetti here, so please don't throw it away. We can make a shaker card with that. I'll put that in the tray. So I'm going to just find a quick stamp on here. Shopping is always a good idea. We could have that one. It's a short, small one. Just want a little banner in here. I think I'm going to use thanks. I do like the thank yous. If I had more time and I would use some of these, I would probably even do some heat embossing on it. but tonight's just a quick, because I've taken up the time colouring, I'm conscious of that. So we have some Memento Black ink. Wasn't sure I would like it, but now it's got the shopping in there, really fun. Absolutely, that's how I felt. There was a fantastic demonstration. The person who demonstrated that for us did a really good job. I have got screenshots, and I will be recreating some of the examples shown because they are there. They showed for us to use as well. Excuse me, just a sip of water there for my throat. I just need a little scrap of white, very small piece. In fact, that would do. Still using my scraps up. So I'm just going to do this one along the bottom here. There we go. And I had my little mini trimmer out today. It's buried, I believe. Let's see if I can unearth it quickly. It says, so obvious I can't see it. Buried it under product probably. Nope. It's hiding. I'll have to do it on the big one. Shame, because I love my little trimmer. No, I don't know where it's gone. So I'm going to have to do this carefully. I can see where the track's going to come. Make sure it's nice and straight. There we go. That's that piece in the bin. And this way I can come up here. It's a bit sticky on there. I think it's in need of some isopropanol. Piece can go in the bin. Make that one square as well. There we go. My fingers are really sticky from the shopping cart. So there we go. We've got a little thanks there. We can use that up a little bit by doing some slants like I did the other day. I like this. If I cut that at an angle, then I can cut this piece here. This was the piece that came off there. I can then turn it over and get the same slant for the other way up. Put it on there. I want it to go at the same way. I think it's so small I can't really get the same angle. I'm just gonna wing it. Look, that's the angle. I kind of want the same on that side. There we go. They're not bad. A little bit deeper. There we go. If I pick that with my tweezers, my sticky fingers, then that can just sit on here like so. We could just colour the edges of that. In fact, let's just do this on the edge here and just go over that edge. Okay, you heard me say that the glass mat is really good because it doesn't, the excess ink sits on the glass, so we can pick that ink up again and keep reusing it. If we did this on paper, it would just keep absorbing the ink we're trying to cover it with. So it's given it just a little subtle bit of colour there. Not a lot, just around the edges and a bit more, and then that will just coordinate with the background there. So I'm going to pop that on there. I'm going to put some pads on there. The big ones go. I flicked the big ones somewhere, I don't know. We'll use the little ones. 3 of the little ones instead. The backing there. Little ones are cute. I do use these a lot for the smaller areas. And the beauty of glass, you see, you touch down on your surface, you can pick it up nice and easily. I'm just going to put that in there. And it wouldn't be a nice project without a little bit of bling on there. So I have bling hiding under here. My swaps, I used a lot of the little ones. So I've just got the medium and the large ones left. We could put a few little blings around there. Oops. Pick that one up. One there. And then one down here. Just randomly, like so. And there we have a nice little card, really colourful. Oh, thanks for all the comments, it's lovely. Thanks for bearing with me. It's been a little bit longer tonight, but you've seen quite a few sneak peeks as well. So the background is very subtle in here, but you can see that those colours cut in. You could do this, obviously that's petal pink, it's very, very pale. You could cut that into, do it in a darker colour. Once we get the new in colour inks, I will be doing a lot of things with the in colours, okay? But we've not got them. We can watercolour with those as well. We haven't got them yet, so they should be here any day. They were only just a little bit behind the order itself. So I really love this. It was in my wish list as soon as we saw the catalogue. It was in my wish list anyway to get. When I saw the demonstrations, I thought, yeah, definitely must. And of course, the Creating for You set, I don't think I've got that out. Let me just make sure I don't open that by mistake. I haven't got that on the desk here. The Creating for You set, which has got the trimmer, the little mini cutting machine, a sewing machine, yarns, wool, that sort of thing. That set is carrying over into the new catalogue. So that is in there. So that's going to be nice to stuff the cart full with craft tools as well and craft supplies. So I'm looking forward to playing with that one. But for now, that's my very first quick race through a card for you using the trolley. I think it's great. Absolutely great. So I love it. Bless you, Linda. Yeah, it's there on replay, so you can come back and see it again. Okay, so I'm going to bring you back to me. Take that off and bring you back over there. There we go. I will be back again on Wednesday. And there will be, I'm not going to do all new things. I'm going to go through and highlight. I will do the catalogue walkthrough. And then I will be highlighting some of the things to snap up bargains before they retire. So I think that's more important than showing you new product that we're going to have for the next 12 months. But I wanted to just get something in new, so it gave me a chance to introduce you to the new colours and everything as well. Okay, so I think you like that one. It is lovely. That's just a quick, without planning, just a quick bit of a case from the catalogue and a bit of a tweak to it. So obviously when you've got time to sit and play, it will be a nice set, really nice. Okay, and us ladies, we love to shop, don't we? Hey, so there's always going to be something in there. So take care, and I will see you all on Wednesday.